Welcome to Hannity. Tonight, a critical multi-trillion-dollar stimulus package is stalled in the U.S. Senate. We have no idea when a vote will take place there or in the House either. You know, in a time of great urgency for the entire country, we have seen, let's start with the best in people. Look at all of these businesses. Take a look at the screen. All of them on your screen have stepped up in huge, massive, incredible, heroic ways to help their fellow Americans, producing ventilators and masks, the medical equipment that is needed for the best doctors, the best nurses, the best medical professionals in the entire world that are on the front lines helping Americans that are sick, putting themselves in harm's way. We cannot thank them enough for their service and their courage. These companies have all stepped up. This president and his task force, they are making literally life-saving choices now, rewriting the books that will forever transform how we deal with future pandemics. Travel bans, quarantines, public-private partnerships, drive-through testing. Soon we will have home testing, telemedicine. That is all of this is the future. Off-label use and elimination of draconian rules by the FDA for compassionate use. The right to try. Why not? Vaccine trials in record time. Make no mistake, you're watching history unfold. This is transformational. Lives will be saved and lives are changing. But in the midst of tragedy and triumph and amazing achievements, you know, look at the travel ban alone. Let's start there. Saved thousands and thousands of Americans from contracting the virus, bought us valuable time, and saved incalculable lives. This is America at its finest. All of these things to protect and save lives of the American people. President of the United States, let me just say, he has now been waiting for a week for a bill. What we have been watching last week and all this week in the Washington swamp, that is America at its worst in D.C. Unfortunately, during tough times, we do see people at their worst. You see people that are price gouging for needed supplies, medical supplies, masks even. Then you see the hoarders and the people fighting in the rows over toilet paper. It's insane. And thankfully, that is not the majority of the American people. In the swamp, what we've been seeing is beyond repulsive. Just as they have for 3 long plus years, radical socialist Democrats, do-nothing Democrats, they are hurting the country. We have watched now day after day after day, Democratic socialists literally exploiting a national emergency. They have been holding back what is desperately needed money for American workers, American small businesses, big industries that have been basically shut down as a result of this virus. Why? So they can jam down the throats of you, the American people, what is their disastrous socialist agenda, and of course, part of the insane Green New Deal. They have held desperately needed relief monies hostage. I saw Susan Collins this week in Maine. Literally, where is your urgency? We've seen this. I've never, ever in my life seen Mitch McConnell that angry either. American workers, they needed help last week. They need help now. Small businesses need help now. Big businesses wiped out by the coronavirus, they need help now so they can help their employees now. They needed that last week. And here we are, a week later, still dealing with Democratic BS. What's this all about? They have been literally treating this emergency stimulus plan like a cookie jar. And they are price gouging you, the American people. I warned you this was coming. They needed to pass a clean coronavirus relief bill. Why waste a good crisis, right, Rahm Emanuel, to do the things you know you would never otherwise get done? Yeah, Pelosi torpedoing a bipartisan plan over what? A Green New Deal and carbon footprints and a wish list of unrelated demands, tax credits for windmills and solar panels and new environmental regulations for the airlines. Yeah, as if they're not suffering enough, let's kick them in the head while they're down on the ground bleeding profusely. And they've been devastated. Then they add protections. Oh, we got to bring in the illegal immigrant issue. We got to give new powers to union bosses and on and on. As it stands now at this hour, only some of the Democratic pork has made it into this bill, but a ton of Democratic price gouging remains. Look at this. $150 million to the National Endowment for the Arts and the Endowment for the Humanities. Oh, now it's down. They wanted $600 million originally. That's what they were fighting for. That's what the delay has been about. There's also, $50 million for the Institute of Museum and Library Services. Okay, if we need money to help their employees, that's separate and apart. That's not what this is about. $75 million for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. In other words, $75 million for PBS. Oh, and I think NPR is included. I think NPR, one of their stations announced they're not even going to take the president's daily task force briefings, but they're going to get $75 million bucks. And the cherry on top of the Democratic wish list, $25 million for DC's Hannity Performing Arts Center. Protect the employees if they're out of work, but this money, total BS. See what's happening here? You're watching the exploitation by the Democrats holding Americans in need hostage over this garbage, all in order to get a big payday for their close friends and union buddies. Now, they know Republicans. They have a sense of urgency. They're the adults in the room. They have been saying we need to get this help to the American worker and businesses that are in trouble. And here the Democrats literally taking advantage of what is an all-hands-on-deck moment. Now, if you or I ever did this, we might even be arrested for theft or looting or price gouging, probably locked up and charged with larceny. But not if you're a Democratic member in the U.S. Congress. And guess what? It gets worse. The bill is currently stalled. Why? Because of a provision that would actually pay workers, in many instances, more money than they would otherwise make on their jobs if they go on unemployment. In other words, more money unemployed than if they were employed as they currently have been. Now, an idiotic idea. Every reasonable American understands this. We need to help our fellow Americans. How about we just keep them whole? Whatever you've been making, you're out of work through no fault of your own. We'll continue to make sure you make that amount of money, because that amount of money should pay your mortgage, your rent, your car payment, and anything else, your food, your groceries, your pharmacy. This is not good for the American economy. It's not fair to the American taxpayers who are all in. America is willing to help out their fellow Americans, make them whole during this brief period of time. Those that deserve the help deserve help, period. You got Bolshevik Bernie Sanders. He's threatening to stop the whole bill if this language is removed, meaning more delays for those people that have been waiting and waiting and waiting and desperately deserve our help. So let's be clear here. Here's what the Democrats have been blocking. Let's see. They've been blocking a relief bill for American workers so PBS, NPR, the Hannity Performing Arts Center can get a big payday and Bolshevik Bernie can get his socialist wish list completed. $1,200 direct. This is important stuff. Direct payments to Americans. $367 billion for small business loans. $500 billion for distressed companies. Another $150 billion for hospitals and healthcare workers. They're all waiting. This could have and should have been passed a week ago. And as we speak, the president is ready to sign the bill immediately. He has been for days. President, he doesn't write the bills in Congress. And in fairness to him, he's been a little bit busy trying to save the lives of the American people in an all-hands-on-deck health pandemic. And he's done more than any other president in history to save lives during a pandemic. Nobody's ever responded this way in the history of this country. But make no mistake, this is even a new low for the swamp in D.C., in the Democratic Party, and it just reeks of swamp corruption. They should all be ashamed of themselves. They won't be. They'll all be patting themselves on the back, telling them each other how great they are. They're not. What these radical socialists are doing is beyond the pale. Frankly, tonight, what you've been watching, and we're still watching, is a national disgrace. It's unforgivable. And if you're sitting home tonight, worried about how you're going to pay your rent, your mortgage, put food on the table, pay your car loan off, just know the Democratic Party cares more about NPR, PBS, the National Endowment for the Arts, and they care much more about that than any of you. Otherwise, you would have had your money by now. Now, this bill will pass, I guess, ultimately. The Republicans basically have a gun at their heads. They're trying to get the money to workers, but to get it, they got to give all this garbage to the Democrats. So American workers and small business, large businesses can get the aid we have been desperately wanting to give to them. Mark my words tonight. This precedent we are setting, we will pay a huge price down the line.